Hey guys, so I'm back with another haul. So I have been collecting a couple of packages over the last couple of weeks. Whenever Sephora has their VIB sale, I always prompt myself to go ahead and get what I need for my makeup kit or my personal makeup. And usually I buy only a couple of things from Sephora and then I go to the individual products and go to the pro discount for like brands I have an artistry discount for. But it's like the Sephora sale is my time of year when I like restock on everything for my kit. So I'm going to show you the makeup that I've been getting. I got some things on Amazon too, but they have not arrived yet. So when they do arrive, I'll go ahead and film it. So from Sephora, I don't have the 20%. I only have 15%. So what I did is mainly bought Sephora brand items, which are 30% off. And I go to Sephora almost every week to go shopping for my clients. So I'm familiar with the Sephora line because oftentimes I recommend that to them as like a good affordable alternative. So I've been needing some new brow pencils. I got the shade Chocolate Brown. Let me see. Is that the shade Chocolate Brown and Granite? So these are kind of like dupes to me for a lot of the high-end brow pencils. I love MAC Stud, MAC Spiked, and I use the NYX Black. And I've been like, keep on losing my brow pencils because they're so small. So I was like, let me go ahead and just get these ones. And I've tried these on my clients before and bought them for their personal makeup shopping sessions I do. And they're very good, 30% off of the already low price. And I got this, what I've been wanting to get this for a while, the Sephora Cream Lip Stain #1. And this is a shade, I don't know, it's shade 01. So it's like their famous one. They redid these like last year at Sephora. I tried them. I had a little sample of the red and I ate a whole Christmas dinner and it didn't go anywhere. So I needed a new red in my kit. I was using the Lip Lab before, but those are kind of old. So I decided to try this one. And if you're wondering about my hair and makeup, I just came from a photo shoot. I did headshots with my friend Kelly. So I am looking decent today. Okay, I got the Sephora Contour lip liner in the shade Molasses. This is a repurchase. I made the mistake and I sharpened it before, and this is a twist-up pencil with a sharpener at the end, and I lost my whole lead, so I trashed it. But I got this because it is like the perfect deep brown skin friendly lip pencil. I remember getting it after Japanese Faces, who's a really famous makeup artist, recommended this. And they're sold out online and in most stores, but I happened to go really far to Sephora, far out, and I stopped in and I saw they had it in stock. And apparently, Sephora is redoing their lip pencils, so that's why they're really out of stock. So get them while you can. And then I got myself another liner in the shade Berry Bang because I needed like a dark berry liner too. So this is a really pretty, I swatched it in the store. This is really pretty with a red lip, really pretty for like plum lips. So a couple of essential items, nothing crazy. I did though purchase the Kosas Cloud Set, a mini in the shade Silky, which is sheer tan deep. So a lot of the items that I've been purchasing lately, you'll see are for a specific client of mine. She's hired me a couple of times to do some filming for her, and I'm trying to acquire her own personal makeup that I use on her each time because we've had a couple of issues with some of the products in my kit. She's MAC NW45. She used this shade Dark Deep, I think, from MAC MSF. So I wanted to get some items for her, and I got a mini of this to try it out. I've used this before, but it broke, so hopefully this will stay okay. But I'm just kind of testing it out as her powder set. So I love a mineralized powder because it doesn't look so dry, but we have to shoot her kind of matte for camera. And that's it for Sephora. So I also did an Ulta haul. So Ulta automatically gives you 20% off if you're like a rewards member. You don't have to have any kind of tiered thing. Plus I had some dollars I use in my account. So I got a couple things from Ulta. I got the famous Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner. I've heard Nina Poole talk about this. I've bought a lot of Bioma products for myself and my kit, but I finally got the toner because one of my makeup students, she assisted me on a gig and she's been putting this on all her clients, and it really looks and feels beautiful on their skin. So I'm going to try it a couple times on myself first. That's what I usually do before I put it into my kit. But this is great as skin prep, especially for dry skin. I also have their exfoliating toner as well as their hydrating spray. So I kind of have everything I need. Like I would tone, spray, and then do the milky toner and be good to go. I needed to get enough products for free shipping, so I ended up getting the Good Molecules Intense Cleansing Balm. I've tried this brand out before because I saw them at the makeup show in Atlanta a couple years ago, and they're very affordable, good, solid skincare. So I was running low on my cleansing balm, and I thought I'd give this one a try. This one really good reviews. I recommend to all my clients to remove their makeup with cleansing balm because it really melts everything, doesn't strip the skin, and I use like reusable kind of big face cotton scrubby things that I get on Amazon, and it gets everything off. I also purchased Morphe lip pencil in the shade Trendsetter. This is, I saw on a makeup group, someone was asking for like a dupe for like, you know, a dark brown like MAC chestnut, and everybody recommend this one. So I'll compare it to the molasses, but if you know me, I love a brown lip liner. I use lip liners on every single client. So I'm going to swatch them next to each other really quickly because these are actually going to go right into my kit. I have a couple of gigs this weekend that I might use them. So let's swatch them next to each other so you can see. Obviously the Morphe one was super affordable as well. So here's Sephora Molasses. Oh my gosh. I remember like these caps are so hard to get off. There we go. Oh gosh, of course I bent the tip, but I can still swatch it. So yeah, a very dark brown, which is great for deep skin tones, but it still has a hint of chocolate in it. And then here's Trendsetter next to it. Oh, yeah, these are definitely dupes for each other. So if you can't find the Sephora Molasses, I think there's a little bit more red in Trendsetter, which I don't mind. At least you have that. I know that the Sephora one is like a 12-hour long wear, I think. So I don't know about wear time, but they both go on really creamy and they're really dark brown. So great for deep skin, deep lips. And the last thing I got, which I've been needing to get, is a replacement of my Nars lid primer in the shade Light. I hate how Nars keeps, like they stop making products I like. So I have the Juvia's Place one in shade Medium. It was a little problematic at first. It's like really greasy at first, like the liquid separates, but then I figured it out. You have to shake it before each use. And I like a tinted eye primer. It like, to me, it conceals the lid, but it also has stay power because I don't like to use just concealer on an oily or hooded lid. So this is a shade Light, which I would use for lighter skin tones. It's very light. Oh yeah, see how it gets like poopy like that? It ends up settling over time. So I'm just going to shake it and kind of massage it. It kind of got some bad reviews, and even one of my students was like, I don't like that product. But once you know how to use it, there are not that many like really pigmented eye primers. I know that P. Louise has them. I just didn't want to spring for the international shipping quite yet. So yeah, that's so pigmented. Do you see that? So that's what I wanted. I'll probably even mix this with like another sheer lid primer, a dot of it, so it's not so pigmented on certain skin tones. Okay, so one thing I've been wanting to get for a really long time is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Powders. In my last haul, I did their mini flawless filters because I was just always like wanting to get those, and I finally got those for my kit, and I'm like, they're okay. I feel like the L'Oreal Lumi Glotions and some of the other liquid illuminators are just as good. So I don't think I'll repurchase this. I hope that these end up being a good buy. So I got all 4 of the mini shades, fair, medium. So you can see the color on the box. Fair, medium, tan, and deep. So I like to have these as a final like under eyelid blur touch up in my kit. I set with translucent powder for all my clients, but I wanted to get this for that one client too, who I mentioned I had gotten the Kosas powder for, because we were like having to troubleshoot why her makeup wasn't looking good on camera. So I wanted to come ready with my products. So you can see the difference. We have the mineralized powder versus the under eye. I would probably use this under the eye. I mean, not under eye, the flawless setting powder. I'd probably use this under the under eye and T-zone and this everywhere else. And maybe even use the shade tan as an under eye brightener for her, depending. I have to test it out. So I'll show you tan. I kind of wanted to get this for myself, like a mini, but I just was like, I really didn't need it. I have the Too Faced one, which I love for myself. So here's the shade tan. So it's got that yellow tone. I'll show you the one that I love for myself. I got it in PR, and it's really good. So the shade I have is medium soft blur from Too Faced Born This Way. So I use this for myself as like a final blur after setting with translucent. And I definitely recommend that one too. Okay, so I also placed an order on Nars. This one I had to do a lot of research. I even contacted Nars the chat thing, because you know you can chat with a representative, because I was like, I need to find a dupe for MAC NW45 MAC Studio Finish Fluid, because I honestly don't want to use my client's foundation on her, because you know, I should be providing makeup as a makeup artist too. MAC doesn't wear well over time, in my opinion. It's problematic. It was the original go-to foundation, but there are so many more options. And my favorite is Nars. Specifically would be for comparable would be the Long Wear Radiant Finish. There's also, I recommend the Light Reflecting Foundation to anyone with dry skin who likes a dewy finish. So I got that same client a couple of shades based on Googling dupes or recommendations from MAC NW45, as well as swatching products in store twice. I did that. And then contacting NARS customer support, because I was like, we are going to get it correct. So the NARS customer support was like, yeah, originally I was going to get Macau, but she's like, that's too yellow. So she recommended Manaus, which actually looks really good. So there's this one. And if the client likes it, I'll keep it, and I'll actually depot it into a smaller tube for my main kit. And the other one I got, just because of the backup, is Marquise's, which is more warm and a slightly lighter. But I think I could pair these together and wear one on the outside and inside lighter part, outside deeper part. And then I also picked up 2 concealers. She recommended as a brightening concealer Almond, which I already have. But I also got this shade Hazelnut, which is a cooler option that the NARS customer service recommended. So you can see like it's a little bit brighter, and it goes with this one because I don't want to do an extreme under eye highlight, just enough to brighten. And then I also picked up their color corrector, which of course is like probably, I think it's like their last final sale. They're going out of stock. But I love a color corrector. I use them on almost every client. This is the shade Medium Deep. And I feel like I would use this on my client as well, on a lot of brown skin. So there's that. And then lastly, they sent me a mini body heat. I think this is like a free sample. No, this is, what is this, lipstick? So this is a brown lipstick. This is pretty. I think that would make a beautiful nude on dark skin, or just like a brown kind of 90s lip. So I had a coupon code MOM, and they sent you a free makeup bag. This is nice. Very nice. I was sad because I had 30% off with my pro discount, and usually they do 40% off our industry artistry members occasionally. And I was trying to wait for it, but I didn't want to wait too long because my client's next week. And then like literally the day after I ordered, they went to up to 40% off. But I was like, oh well. That's all right. My Amazon haul came in. I wanted to show it to you guys really quickly. These are like, I guess, makeup tape. You can see it's for lashes. I'm going to try it for like a guard, because I have to do my friend's daughter's really young children. Her daughters are in an Indian dance, traditional dance group, and I did the makeup last year because she can't do it. It's just really elaborate makeup, and they just fight her so hard. So she hired me last year, and it was a struggle, especially thick black liner and eyeshadow. So I thought this might help me be able to do their makeup. Usually I'm not an eyeshadow tape kind of girl, but we got to pull out the hacks for the little kids. They're like 6 and 5, I think, this year. We ordered my go-to lashes, 747 short. These are getting harder to find online for an affordable price, I noticed. I'm using this on an upcoming bride next month, so I need to get some more. These are a new kind of favorite style. I have these in like natural to dramatic, this new wing lash. We're really short in the front and wings out. Classic Ardell Demi Wispies. I use this on one of my clients regularly. And then I bought this new phone clamp for this new this lighting system I have to film with my phone because I have a really big Samsung Galaxy Note, so the regular phone tripods don't work, and this was recommended for the lighting system that I purchased, which I'll show you guys soon. The last thing that came from Amazon, I ordered this because I had seen like an ad on, you know, Instagram about a makeup light that looked kind of like this, but I don't like ordering from sites where I'm not familiar, so I found a version similar on Amazon, and basically it has a place to put either your DSLR or your phone, like a little twisty tripod. This is the tripod for the phone that I bought in the other video. As you can see, it's a little bit heavy duty and it stretches more to expand to fit my bigger phone, but it does come with one. So you could take this out if you wanted to. You see, this part unlatches and you can easily take it out like this. And then you unscrew this, and then you can even put your DSLR on this instead. But the reason I got it is because I needed better lighting for my videos, so it has a power cord that I didn't come with. You can use a power cord. It does come with one battery, which is great that you can use this mobile, but there are 2 battery slots, so I ended up buying another 2-pack of batteries and a charger, so that way it will last if I was recording like a whole wedding. And then it has an on and off switch, and then it has a dimmable thing right here. And it had some orange plates in case you wanted to cover it. So as you can see, it's super bright, and your phone goes right in the middle here, and you can film it horizontally or you can do vertically because there's a tripod extension on the bottom here as well as here. And I've done one video with it. I've been kind of playing around with it to see how I like it. And it looks pretty good. It seems very sturdy. I definitely want to bring this with me to record filming makeup for a client, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I got this on Amazon. I will link everything from Amazon below, and hopefully I get much better video quality, much better quality content videos for you guys. And that's the end of my haul. Okay, so I think that is my haul. So I'll let you guys know what I think about them. Let me know if you have any recommendations or what you guys purchased during the Sephora sales. And I will see you guys on the next one. Ciao, Bellas.